squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Blazers will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really...
Turning it on! He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Gage. He's got it. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. Looking to fire. Unleashes it. And wings it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Blazers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
The Blazers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down.
First down for the offense.
just keeps slinging it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, UAB. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quick strike complete.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Gate. Under fire. Got the back over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Making side adjustments here. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Weiser. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Works the middle of the field. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And I found this
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Gage. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, you need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
What can't you say about how dominant this guy has been each and every week? He's making a case for the Heisman Trophy. He's making a case for every major college football award. He's making a case to be the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. That's now his 20th sack of the season.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Bringing the heat. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Blazers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Rush is on him. In a world of trouble and not making it any better. And down he goes. A terrible sack taken by this quarterback. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Makes the grab over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Blazers will call on their punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try the left side. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go to the ground. There he goes. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Scanning the field, it's Gage. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
And the Golden Gophers will line up to kick off and start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, UAB. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. To throw, it's Gage. He's got the back in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Finds a little space. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Here's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You got to do something about it.
And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He wants to throw. It's complete. Here he goes. Touchdown, UAB. And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They are up by just one over Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. On the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Working that left side now. Shakes off the defender. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's got great speed, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Off the boot, looking for his man. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms.
Breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Blazers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Blazers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
Throws to the back. He's got it. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10.
22 water. 22 water.
To the air, it's Gage. Makes the grab down the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Golden Gophers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Golden Gophers are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Fakes the grab on the left. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The run to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front. dominating this O-line.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
That play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They'll line up for a second down play. Goes to the option. Now the toss. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the Blazers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Let's go! Let's go!
He'll do it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. This offense has it with really good field position.
Here we go! Here we go!
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Gage. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with the tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? He'll pull it on the read. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Now, fourth down.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the